What's going on, guys? It's Salvajee from the Salvajee Cartel, and of course the Taken King, it's coming out soon. We're gonna get a new raid, and yeah, before the new raid comes out, I wanted to make this video, Vault of Glass versus Crota's End. I wanted to share my opinions that I have about the Vault of Glass and the Crota's End raid. I mainly wanted to compare the two and kind of say which raid is more fun for me, give my thoughts on the raids, all that stuff. I do want to let you guys know that all of this stuff, it's mainly just opinions from me and my raid team, which you're actually going to be seeing gameplay of right now. And yeah, let me know what you think about the raids, Crota's End and Vault of Glass in the comment section below if you happen to disagree with anything or any of that sort of stuff. Alright, so we're going to start off with Vault of Glass, and then after that I'm going to be comparing all of the stuff in Crota and all that stuff. Anyways, so in Vault of Glass at the beginning, what I really like about it is that you have to control Vex plates to open the Vault of Glass, to get into the raid itself. And to do that, you have to kill some enemies. And honestly, I think it's a shame that they didn't do that with the Crota's End raid before you go into the Abyss. Like, I sort of feel like they're just like, you know what, we're just gonna let them activate some bridge there, and it's not gonna take any work at all to actually get into the raid part itself. And it sucks because that part is really a part that no one in patrol can help you. It's a part where it's pretty much just closed off to the Crota's End raid only. And yeah, it's just a really bad thing that Bungie didn't really want to use that area to add in some enemies and add in some surprises. So yes, that action at the beginning of the Vault of Glass raid did make it more fun for me, compared to the Crota, where I just make a bridge and then I just go down into the Abyss. Now, of course, we're going to get into some of the reasons that me and my teammate were discussing about the Vault of Glass, why we like it so much. It's a pretty long raid. Sometimes you could be 2 hours in the Vault of Glass if you have really bad teammates. I'll get into that in a little bit. Or sometimes you could, do the raid in like 40 minutes. It's not like Crota's End that you can do it in like 15 minutes if you have a really good team. And of course, I'll get into that in a little bit as well. One of my favorite things about the Vault of Glass, and I feel like a lot of people like this, is that Vault of Glass has more bosses. For example, we have the Templar. Then we have the Gorgon, then we have the Gatekeeper bosses, which is 3 Gatekeepers in total, because we have to get the relics. And then on top of that, we have Atheon. That's 4 bosses in total. And pretty much Crota only has 2 bosses. It has Crota, and then it has the Uryute lady, which honestly, the Uryute right now really isn't a challenge. But of course, I will get into Crota later on in the video, so I'll have a chance to talk about that. So mainly what I'm trying to say is that the pace of the Vault of Glass raid, it's fun. You go in, you know what you have to do. It's pretty much a step-by-step process, but it kind of doesn't get old. Like we all know that we have that one friend that likes to play Vault of Glass, the entire thing, because he has a good time. And I feel like I have a better time doing Vault of Glass with friends than Crota, because Crota is just like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Oh shit, we're already done with the raid, so what are we gonna do now? So of course, now I'm gonna get to the cons of the Vault of Glass. The reason why the Vault of Glass kind of sucks sometimes is if you have really bad teammates, or people just fucking up, it can become a pain in the ass. The other day I took an hour and 40 minutes just doing the Vault of Glass because for some reason people always kept dying at the confluxes, and it got pretty challenging. And of course, the challenging part is what makes the Vault of Glass good. Another con of the Vault of Glass is that the hardest difficulty is level 30, and of course we are level 34 now, which means we do 50% more damage, which honestly, yeah, it just makes the Vault of Glass a little bit more easy. And it's not really an enjoyable and challenging experience sometimes when you have a team full of skilled players. So anyways, let's move on forward to Crota's End. Alright, now the good thing about Crota's End is that you're probably not going to spend more than an hour in this raid, because you can do it with sucky teammates. I actually almost soloed the entire raid with my Titan, because I once joined a team of 5 people. They didn't really know what they were doing. I just told them, listen, all you have to do is just let me do all the work, and when we get to Crota, you guys only shoot Crota when I tell you to shoot him, and that's it. It's gonna be pretty simple. And yeah, I sort of feel like that's why Crota sometimes is just less stressing than Vault of Glass, because if many people fuck up, you can still get it done. You can still do the objectives, and you can still get to like the final boss fight pretty much without having any trouble. So yes, another pro of the Crota raid is that you can solo it. And of course, one of my favorite things about Crota is that the Crota fight is fun. You need the sword bearer. You sort of need to take out the boomers if you're playing on easy mode. If you're playing on hard mode, of course, it does get a little more challenging. And that leads me to my next point. Crota's End the hardest difficulty is level 33, and right now there's a level cap of level 34, which means we're only going to be doing 15% more damage, which makes the hard mode raid more challenging. And of course, in hard raids we can't really respawn, you know, we can't revive ourselves. So yeah, that's what makes Crota's End a really enjoyable raid experience. You know, knowing that you're only one level below the enemy kind of makes you be more careful. For example, in Vault of Glass, you could just run any weapon. You're not really being that careful because you kind of know that you're a powerful badass and you can pretty much just obliterate any enemy that gets in your path. But in Crota's End hard mode, of course, you do have the higher level enemies that could obliterate you in a matter of seconds if you are not too careful. Let's move on forward to the cons of Crota's End now. Alright guys, so one of the cons about Crota's End that I really don't like I said, it's just too fast. You know, I sort of feel like I can do this raid maybe in like 20 minutes when I have a decent fire team. When I have a really good fire team, we can probably get it done in like 15 minutes or less. And you know, that's the kind of like the thing about Crota's End. You know, it's just too fast and it doesn't have like a pace like that Vault of Glass does. That, you know, you have to go through like specific bosses. You have to do kind of like puzzles. Like for example, the Gorgon's Maze was a very interesting puzzle. I really hope they have a really good puzzle in the new Oryx raid. That's actually going to make the raid a little more interesting. Another thing that I really don't like about Crota's End is that the Death Singer part, after you kill all of the enemies, you know, you have to pretty much kill all of the ads, which means that you have to wipe. Honestly, that's not really a big deal, but it is kind of annoying because, of course, in Vault of Glass, you can do the entire raid pretty much without wiping if your teammates are also skilled enough. All in all, I mean, I really think Crota and Vault of Glass are pretty much good raids, but my final verdict is that I believe Vault of Glass is more fun. I believe Vault of Glass is a better enjoyable experience. I believe Vault of Glass delivers Destiny at its finest, you know, rather than Crota's End. I would actually recommend Vault of Glass to a new player in Destiny, or to people that haven't really seen the Vault of Glass. I mean, to people that really haven't seen Destiny at its biggest potential, I would actually recommend them to play the Vault of Glass so they can see how much fun it is to do with teammates and all that stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little comparison video. If you did, make sure to drop it a like and make sure to subscribe to the Salvajee Cartel for more daily Destiny videos, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Peace.